Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have no idea who I am and you clicked on this video, my name is Jacqueline and I'm a learning disability advocate. I'm so passionate about dyslexia and dyscalculia, which are two learning disabilities, because I have been diagnosed with them myself, and I think that there needs to be more awareness out there into the world. And guess what? If you're unaware, probably the title can clue you in. It is Dyslexia Awareness Month, so happy Dyslexia Awareness Month to you all. I'm really excited to talk about why we celebrate Dyslexia Awareness Month to begin with today. So without further ado, let's just dive right into it, shall we? So the first thing we have to talk about is, when exactly did Dyslexia Awareness Month actually become official? The year was 2015, so not too long ago, and that is the year that the US Congress accepted that October was going to be Dyslexia Awareness Month. So then every single October after that, it has been Dyslexia Awareness Month, which is incredible. I really love this time of year because more advocates are talking about dyslexia, more people are writing articles about dyslexia, more people are sharing their stories about dyslexia, which is awesome. However, within those articles and information being shared, there can be some misinformation that slips through the cracks, which is not too lovely to see. But at least we are getting the awareness out there. That is a major aspect that obviously needs to be happening year round. So now we know that 2015 was the year where this all kind of originated from, but why exactly do we need Dyslexia Awareness Month in the first place? There's a couple reasons that I'm going to dive into today, but let's first talk about stigma. Dyslexia is extremely stigmatized as a very taboo topic, and people think they should sweep it under the rug and honestly not even say the word dyslexia at all. But I'm here to tell you today, please say the word dyslexia, please say the word disability. There's nothing wrong with those two words. There's nothing wrong with being disabled in the first place. So just had to say that little piece. But let's go back to the stigma part. A lot of people think that if you learn differently than others, then there must be something wrong with you. And if there's something wrong with you, then a lot of people are going to look at you differently and treat you differently and put you in a little box where you do not belong. Unfortunately, that happens with dyslexics all the time. So we need to break out of that box this month and every month, just to say to the world, hey, we're here, and it's definitely okay if we have dyslexia. It's just a little bit of a difference in the way our brain processes and thinks about information. So don't be getting information from BuzzFeed about dyslexia, because I'm sure that BuzzFeed doesn't really tell you the correct information when it comes to Dyslexia Awareness Month. That just popped in my head. I don't really know why, but definitely this month, hear stories and really listen to them. Really listen to them, please, of lived dyslexics and their own journeys that they've been on, because there are a lot of dyslexics who have super similar journeys, super different journeys, and a lot of them have key aspects that can be shared between each other. So that's just something to keep an eye out for. Some other things around stigma as well is, people think that you're less capable and less qualified, let's say, for a job. So if we end that disability stigma within the work field, which hopefully will happen at some point, then more people who have dyslexia can be acknowledged and get into the workplace, into a field that they love, and succeed. But the stigma is just a part. Another part is, we need to have a societal mindset shift, because so many people, like I said at the beginning, think that having dyslexia is really bad, and if they think that dyslexia is really bad, then there are all these labels that come with it, and it's just so harmful to our community. It really makes people have low self-esteem and think that they are tagged with the labels for life as like stupidity, unmotivated and lazy, worthless. All of those really terrible labels we need to discard officially. Even if someone does not have dyslexia, don't be saying those mean things, okay? Be a nice person, choose kindness. But that's another reason why we need Dyslexia Awareness Month. We need to be aware of what to do and what not to do. The awareness piece, where does that really stem from? Dyslexics. People, non-dyslexics, need to learn information about dyslexia from dyslexics themselves. Hear about the lived experiences that dyslexics have, and understand what you can learn from their story. What can you figure out within your own self and own life of how maybe you treat people who are differently than you, and how you can try to think about and how you can try to become aware to be maybe more polite towards the people who learn a little bit differently than you, or anything like that. Dyslexia Awareness Month also is really great for allyship. Like I just mentioned, hear the stories about dyslexics and then figure out in your own life, like I also said, how you can help dyslexics in your own life succeed. You can definitely ask dyslexics like, hey, what do you need from me? Or is there anything you want me to understand about how you process information? Or is there any way that you learn best that I can help you with? Just having an open line of communication between yourself and the dyslexic person in your life that you know is really great for allyship. Dyslexia Awareness Month is also really important for parents, educators, and employers to understand people in their lives who may have dyslexia and how to identify it to begin with, and how to also appropriately accommodate individuals who have dyslexia. That is a really, really big thing I feel like this month and every month that we need to focus on just in general in our lives is how to accommodate dyslexics appropriately. It also goes back to what I was saying earlier with the open line of communication. That's a must-have, so please try your best to do that because we are able to speak for ourselves. So if there's an issue, I'm sure we can bring it up, but if you have questions, come to us, and I'm sure a lot of us are happy to answer them. Another thing why it's so important that these people are aware is because ableism happens left and right all the time, and we need to decrease that significantly so that there's no ableism happening in the work field or at school. And that comes from the awareness piece, understanding something that maybe previously you didn't understand. We need to celebrate dyslexia in Dyslexia Awareness Month because there are so many strengths that dyslexics have, and unfortunately a lot of people just don't talk about them enough. They focus on the negative and not the positive. So I'm here right now to talk to you today about a couple strengths that dyslexics have. So some dyslexic strengths include problem solving, innovation, creative, a strong sense of social justice, abstract thinking, strong imagination, great storytellers, empathetic, curious, and detail-oriented. To wrap this up, I just want to talk about my social media real quickly. I have a TikTok account called Jacqueline_Elise, which I can paste on the screen somewhere, and a website called mindslikemine.com, both of which I talk about my dyslexia and dyscalculia journey myself and just dyslexia and dyscalculia in general. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. I truly appreciate it if you stayed to the end. Happy Dyslexia Awareness Month once again, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye!